So I quit my job. I had one of the most financially rewarding years I've had in my entire life last year, 2025, and decided to leave it all behind. I quit my job as a high-paid brand manager for one of the top online learning companies in the entire country, where I was working directly with the founder. And I decided to pack up my home in Joburg, leave behind my church, leave behind my friends, and basically move back in with my parents to start an online maths academy. What the heck? You definitely don't know me, but I am Amber, and welcome to my very small slice of the internet. Also, I have a cat, Simba. I'm just showing you. There he is. I might as well just show you now because he's definitely going to make a cameo here and there, and I can't control it, so he's going to be in these videos as well. He's going to become a little celebrity. I have another one, but he is a little camera shy, so you might not see him. Anyway, let's get stuck into the story. There were some people that are very near and dear to my heart that thought I was making a huge mistake, sabotaging myself even, because I was finally making some decent money in my career and finding my footing and gaining some momentum. But there was something that had been brewing in my gut for more than 10 years now. And even though I was scared out of my mind, I decided to pack up my whole dang life, because I truly believe that teaching maths is what I was called to do. But more on that in a little bit. You might be thinking, why the heck did you quit your job to teach maths and start a YouTube channel? How does this all fit together? Kids are in crisis at the moment because of the massive educational gap in South Africa. And I'm going to throw a few really shocking stats at you. So, firstly, in the 2024 National Senior Certificate Maths exam, so this is the most recent data that I have, only 30% of students managed to get 50% and above for their exam. That means that 7 out of 10 learners got 49% and below. 7 out of 10 learners are failing their maths. This is shocking. And sadly, the consequences of not having maths behind your name are actually extremely painful. I know this personally. So without maths, it becomes very hard, if not impossible, to get into a university degree, to excel at your studies, to get a high-paying job after university, and then to excel and grow your income year on year thereafter. Plus, I know kids are battling because I was one of them. I really struggled at maths. I failed a ton of tests and exams. My marks were always below average, and I have felt the sting of disappointment more times than I would like to admit. I even felt stupid, and so what ended up happening is I dropped my maths in matric just before my June exams because I was petrified that I was going to fail. And as a result, I couldn't get into the university course that I wanted to study. And so I was literally forced to redo my maths. But this year completely changed my life. Fast forward a bit, after I redid my maths, I got 74% average on my matric report. And if you're not impressed right now, just give me a second, because I'm going to tell you why this was actually a big deal. I did this 2 years after matric in just 8 months, and get this, I failed one of my prelims when I was redoing my maths, which means I likely got 90% for my final maths exams to get an average of 74% on my report. This is huge, especially for a chronic 50%er like myself. That's not even the best part, because redoing my maths served me far beyond the mark that I had received on my report. I was accepted for a BCom in strategic brand management. I graduated top of my class with distinction for both of my degrees. I managed to achieve a national best average for one of my honor subjects, as in the best grade across the whole of South Africa. And I graduated with 32 distinctions out of 33 subjects. Just as a note, 75% is a distinction at university at the time of this recording. It might change in the future, I'm not so sure. But this is where it gets really juicy, because when I had redone my maths, I got hired to teach at the very same center where I redid my maths. I was earning up to 300 Rand per hour as a kid in university with zero qualifications or any experience behind my name. I even saved up to travel to Spain for an entire month. And that's just a little bit of my story. I have tons of beautiful stories from my students too. So I really mean it when I say that I humbly believe that maths can change your life. This YouTube channel is for all of the learners that want to win at their maths and build into their future one sum at a time. You are who I was called to serve. And even though my mom invested 30,000 Rand in my maths tutoring back in 2015, which is like 11 years ago, I am so grateful that she did, because to this very day, I believe that it was the most valuable investment she has ever made in me and in my future. And for that, I will be forever grateful to her, because maths completely transformed my life. And I humbly believe that it can do the exact same thing for you. There is no other investment that has yielded more fruit for me than the decision to get extra maths tutoring and to redo my maths. And so my goal is to make world-class maths tutoring accessible to all, because I have tasted the impact of maths and it is my favorite flavor. So let's do a quick fire Q&A to get to know each other a little bit better. Some Hackers is an online maths academy which I'm starting right here and now to make world-class maths tutoring accessible to all. Kids are struggling their buns off with maths, but it's a really important skill that can have a significant impact on your future opportunity, whether that's your studies, your work, your earning potential, and actually far beyond. Because the folks that are the most successful are exceptional problem solvers. And that is exactly what maths teaches you to do. I wish someone had told me that in matric, that it wasn't just about solving for X. I thought to myself, this doesn't matter. How am I even going to use this? How is this going to benefit me in my daily life? But this is how, which is why my goal is to do everything that I possibly can to help you win in the subject. Step-by-step maths lessons, detailed explanations, question walkthroughs, as well as test and exam prep. Basically, this is the place where we will practice maths together. I'll be starting with grade 11. Have my word that as this channel grows, that I will be doing more lessons and more videos and more walkthroughs for every single student from grade 8 all the way to matric. Because everything that I do on this YouTube channel is to achieve one goal, and that is to build your trust. So that when you choose to invest in maths tutoring, that you will think of me first. It would be such a privilege to get to walk alongside you, to support you, and to study with you. You're not getting taught by a maths guru or a maths boffin. I know what it is like to be in your shoes. I know what it is like to struggle. I know how hard it is. I know what it is like to feel embarrassed about your marks. And I know what it is like to feel fearful, wondering if there is hope for your future. But I also know what it is like to completely turn things around. And I've seen it in my life and time again with my students, how pouring into your maths can help you win in so many other areas of your life too. Here's the other cat. Do you know how seeing a leopard in the Kruger Park is like a rare occurrence? That's this one. That's Oliver. Oliver, say hello to the peoples. Can you please move? I'm trying to film a video for the peoples. Say hello. Okay, and bye. Sorry, guys. On this YouTube channel, you are going to get world-class maths tutoring at the click of a button that you can access 24/7 on any device that you have. Because I created this YouTube channel to help you, to serve you, and to share everything that I know actually works, that is actually going to help you move forward, and that is actually going to help you gain momentum in the subject. You best believe that I am going to show up, I'm going to pour into you, and I'm going to serve you to the max, because this is more than just a job for me. I believe that it is my God-given purpose to help students with their maths. You are the precious group of people that I believe that I was called to serve. And I cannot wait to get stuck in with you. It's gonna be so much fun. And so, if you are in grade 11 and you are ready to start crushing it at your maths, then go ahead and have a look at my new maths lesson, which is up now, where I kick things off with exponents. That is one of the very first topics that you are going to cover in your grade 11 curriculum. And do not forget to subscribe to this channel so that you can be the first to be notified when new lessons drop. As always, I appreciate you and I cannot wait to get stuck in with you. See you there.